China is known worldwide for its impressive capacity to carry out large-scale infrastructure projects, including tunnels, bridges, and other transportation systems. The latest in this line of ambitious ventures is a massive project being carried out in Georgia, located at the crossroads of Europe and Asia. This project involves the construction of tunnels, bridges, and a new road network, including the use of a giant tunnel boring machine with an impressive 49-foot diameter. The TBM was custom-built for this task, highlighting the significance of the transportation corridor that China is helping to create in this region. This infrastructure project is not just a milestone for Georgia. It also reflects China's increasing influence on the global stage as it extends its infrastructure development initiatives. So, why is China so invested in Georgia? The answer lies in the strategic location of the country and its economic relations with Russia. Georgia, with its mountainous terrain and diverse resources, is a key player in the region, especially when it comes to trade with Russia. Among Georgia's key exports are mineral waters, with more than 730 mineral springs spread across the country. The waters are in high demand, especially in Russia, which purchases more than half of Georgia's mineral water exports. In 2024, Georgia exported 141,500 tons of mineral water, which contributed nearly $77 million to the country's economy. This is just one aspect of the strong trade ties between Georgia and Russia, which saw a 24.4% increase in water exports from Georgia in 2024 compared to the previous year. In addition to mineral water, Georgia is also a significant exporter of fruits, especially citrus fruits such as mandarins. In 2024, the country harvested over 50,000 tons of citrus fruits, with Russia importing 57% of these. The export of citrus fruits alone brought in $6 million in revenue for Georgia, further solidifying the importance of trade with Russia. In total, trade turnover between Georgia and Russia reached $2.5 billion in 2024, representing a 5.4% increase from 2023. This trade relationship is crucial to Georgia's economy, accounting for 8.6% of its GDP. However, this trade has a major bottleneck: the transportation route between Georgia and Russia. The Georgian military road is the only land connection between the two countries. It serves as a vital corridor not only for trade between Georgia and Russia but also for transporting goods between Russia, Armenia, Iran, and Turkey. In 2024, over 4.8 million tons of goods were transported along this route, and the number of trucks passing through the S3 checkpoint reached 332,000 in 2021. On average, 177,000 tons of goods are transported daily, highlighting the importance of this road for regional trade. Despite its significance, the S3 highway is fraught with challenges. The road winds through the rugged Caucasus Mountains, making it vulnerable to natural hazards such as landslides, snowfalls, and extreme weather. Landslides have caused frequent disruptions to traffic, sometimes shutting down the road for days. For example, in 2022, a landslide blocked the checkpoint on the Russia-Georgia border, causing significant delays. These interruptions not only hinder the flow of goods, but also pose safety risks for travelers and drivers. Between 2014 and 2022, several incidents occurred in which landslides caused damage to vehicles and infrastructure, further demonstrating the fragility of the existing road system. Faced with these challenges, Georgia has turned to Chinese companies for help. Chinese firms, particularly the China Railway Tunnel Group, are spearheading the Kvetkobi Road Project, which aims to improve the S3 highway by building tunnels and bridges that bypass the most dangerous sections of the road. The plan involves constructing 5 tunnels, including one that is 5.6 kilometers long and 49 feet in diameter, making it the longest tunnel in Georgia. This tunnel will play a pivotal role in providing a safer, more reliable route for trade and travel. To create these tunnels, the Chinese have brought in a record-breaking TBM, which weighs 4,000 tons and can dig through hard rock with impressive efficiency. The 49-foot diameter of the TBM is a record for Georgia, and the machine has also become the fastest of its kind, advancing 1,400 feet per month. The ability to excavate and line the tunnel simultaneously allowed the project to finish ahead of schedule. This remarkable feat of engineering will help ensure that goods and people can pass through the mountains without delay, regardless of weather or natural disasters. Building tunnels in this region is no easy task. The terrain in the Caucasus Mountains is challenging, with much of the rock consisting of marl and volcanic ash, which are difficult to tunnel through. The area is also near an active volcano, adding another layer of complexity to the project. If an eruption were to occur, the risks would be substantial, but construction has proceeded with careful consideration of these risks. The tunnel boring machine has been equipped with advanced technology, including an active joint system and bidirectional rotation of the cutting head, to handle the tough conditions. The TBM is also capable of exerting a maximum thrust of 22,600 tons, ensuring that it can cut through even the hardest rock. In addition to the tunnels, the Kvetkobi Road Project will include several bridges. The most notable among these is a 1,400-foot-long arch bridge that will span a valley, standing 545 feet high. This will be the first arch bridge of its kind in Georgia, and its construction is considered a major engineering achievement. The bridge will be crucial in improving the safety and reliability of the road, which is often disrupted by landslides and other natural hazards. Other bridges will be built along the route, each designed to withstand the extreme weather conditions typical of the region. The new road will stretch 14 miles and feature 2 lanes of asphalt, providing a safer and more reliable route for drivers. The construction process is challenging due to the rugged terrain, but once completed, the new road will significantly reduce travel time. For example, the trip from Kvetkobi to Kobe, which currently takes about an hour, will be reduced to just 15 minutes. This will not only make travel more convenient for locals, but also improve trade efficiency by reducing delays. However, the project has not been without its critics. Local residents and environmental groups have raised concerns about the potential environmental and cultural impacts of the construction. The Katy Valley, which is located near the project site, contains evidence of Neolithic-era human activity, and there are fears that these ancient artifacts could be lost during construction. Additionally, some villagers are worried about the impact of construction vibrations on local structures, particularly the ancient buildings in the area. The project has also been criticized for not conducting a thorough environmental and cultural impact assessment, and there are concerns that local biodiversity could be negatively affected. Despite these concerns, the Kvetkobi Road Project is expected to provide significant benefits to Georgia. It will improve connectivity, reduce the risk of traffic disruptions, and support economic growth by facilitating trade. For China, the project is part of its broader Belt and Road Initiative, which aims to create infrastructure corridors that connect Asia, Europe, and Africa. The BRI has become a central element of China's foreign policy, and Georgia is a key partner in this initiative. The Belt and Road Initiative has already led to the development of infrastructure corridors in over 60 countries, particularly in Asia and Europe. Georgia's role in the initiative is crucial because of its strategic location between East and West. The Kvetkobi Road Project is just one example of how China is investing in Georgia's infrastructure to strengthen trade ties and expand its influence in the region. Looking ahead, the completion of this project will have long-lasting benefits for both Georgia and China. In addition to improving transportation, the project is expected to boost trade and economic development by providing a more reliable and efficient route for goods. Georgia's strategic location will allow it to serve as a key transit point for goods traveling between Asia and Europe. Meanwhile, China's involvement in the project will strengthen its position as a global leader in infrastructure development and trade. The Kvetkobi Road Project is not the only infrastructure development in Georgia that has ties to China. Another key project is the Anaklia Port, which will play a crucial role in the Trans-Caspian international transport route. This route, which connects China to Europe via Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, Georgia, and Turkey, will benefit from the new port, which is expected to become the largest infrastructure project in Georgia's history. The port will be capable of handling large container ships, significantly increasing the volume of trade passing through Georgia. China's involvement in the Anaklia port is part of a broader effort to enhance its trade routes and strengthen its economic ties with countries along the Belt and Road Initiative. A Chinese-Singaporean consortium is funding part of the project, with China Communications Construction Company playing a leading role. While there have been concerns about delays and quality issues with previous projects, the successful completion of the Kvetkobi Road Project suggests that Georgia and China are capable of working together to achieve significant infrastructure improvements.